Welcome everybody to Command Combat Battle Reports, and today we have Attila Total War. It's the Axim versus Himyar, and so of course all of you know who Axim and Himyar is, but we'll have Cliff here to remind us.
Well, Axim is the ancient name for one of the kingdoms of Ethiopia, and Himyar probably is another one of the Ethiopian kingdoms.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's see, and I forgot which one is which. We'll probably figure it out as we go along here.
Yeah.
We saw it was yellow was, I think yellow is is Axum and red was Himyar, but we'll see that in a moment. Also, we got here Troy in the peanut gallery.
Where's my money?
Yeah.
I told you I'll pay you later. I told you that 3 years ago.
Where's my money?
And then I told that 2 years ago. All right, so over here with the I'm going to say it's the Axum is the yellow. I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah. You can tell by the term Raz.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
Raz means prince in Amharic.
All right. So this is their setup. Up here they have the Mars archers. Oh, it looks like we're on Mars actually, or Pluto or something. That's some of their archers there. What can you tell us about them? Do you know?
Well, these guys are what's called guys come from the lower Nile, well, upper Nile in what's now Sudan, which was one of the ancillary kingdoms of Axum. So these guys, you look at their hairstyles, those are the same hairstyles you saw on the pyramids in Egypt.
Okay, I was thinking they look like bowl cuts.
Well, that's what they have.
Oh, they have bowls, so they kind of put it on their heads,
Yep.
and then there's one guy that's kind of looking towards the sky right there. He's like, I'm not paying attention to the battle. I'm I'm wishing upon a star. There's another guy kind of looked like a zombie up here. Yeah, this guy kind of looks like he's, oh no, actually he's just staring at somebody very angry.
Yeah.
All right, and then there's another guy looking very angry, probably because he might have a pointer on his balls. All right, so we have a lot of these archers who are really far forward. They're up here on this hill.
They're going to run back once the fighting starts, if they're smart.
Well, we'll have to see if they're smart. Now we have some people with puppies over here. These
No,
are?
these are dogs of war. These are wild dogs. These are vicious animals, and they will rip you apart.
They look so cute, though.
Yeah.
The Adana trackers, and apparently they have short bows along with their dogs, along with their puppies. Okay, and back here we have the main line. On their side, they have some camel lancers over here. This is them, the camel lancers. And looks like they have camel lancers with armored camel warriors. Ooh, I want to see armored. There we go. You were asking about armor on the camels, I think, earlier, Troy, weren't you?
Yes, I want to see spikes on camels.
Oh, that's right. Oh, they don't have the spikes, though.
No, they're dressed like what's the word I'm looking for? Cataphracts. This is lamellar armor over the front of the camel.
I would not want to be one of the people who's having to put the armor onto the camel.
No.
That would not be fun. All right, then they have the cavalry out in front of them, the mounted
These
Mars
are
archers.
Mars archers, yeah.
All right, and then next to them they got the
Nubians.
yeah.
Elite Nubian bowmen.
archers. Yeah, they're sort of back behind the other archers.
The Nubians are Sudanese.
Oh, okay. So this is all the Sudanese folks. And then behind them you got the Spice Warriors. I think we got some chicks back there, so you got the Spice Girls in there. That guy up there is holding a shaker. And he's going to keep them the beat. We got light melee warriors behind the archers. And it's like a long line. Oh, Sons of Invincible Mahern. So apparently, that guy isn't even paying attention. He's like, where is Mahern? If he's so invincible. And that guy's looking at his shoes. He's sporting some nice yellow shoes there.
All right, serious question.
Uh-huh.
Would they be, in real life, at this time, would they have this type of organization? Is this how they would have organized their units?
Well, similar to that, but it'd have been more tribal. They wouldn't have been uniform. These uniform there would be no uniformity in what they're wearing.
Oh.
They would basically this.
Probably look more like this.
Yeah, but basically this line of guys standing in the phalanx, this is universal. It's the first tactic everybody learns. Stand in a straight line several rows deep. So this is basic to almost everywhere on the planet.
But if the units were centered more around tribal allegiance,
Yeah.
when gathered in a large army like this, they really hadn't exercised together.
No, they rarely ever exit. It was almost never. You never saw them as a trained combat unit. The commanders would let people. These groups would fight the way they fight. Whatever, like these guys who are all the archers, they come from one tribe and they fight a certain way, and so you would let them fight their way, and it works when you're fighting against another army similarly constituted. And the greatest example of that is when Alexander's army at Gaugamela faced Darius. He had a vast empire, but it was a tribal army. Only a small group of his soldiers, like the Immortals and the Greek mercenaries, were actually trained together. Everybody else gathered for the big fight. And so when he was fighting an army like Alexander's that had trained together, that had wore the same equipment, used the same weapons, had the same kind of tactics, it turned out disastrous for the Persians. And these big tribal armies, these tribal confederacies or imperial confederacies, you don't have the same kind of cohesion. Like these guys, they're fighting the Egyptian army. If they were fighting the ancient Egyptian army, which is all trained together, 9 times out of 10, they'd lose.
So when you bring tribal units together like this to form an army, who is the supreme commander? And logistically, how do you get orders out?
Well, the tribal leaders they're all loyal. They swear their loyalty to the emperor. This is kind of like feudalism. The feudal lords would swear to the king that they would come up with their soldiers and fight, and they were loyal to the king. The feudal chiefs were loyal to the emperor, and those men were loyal to the chiefs. Now, times that if the feudal chief had was pissed off at the emperor, he might not feel too inclined to move very quickly and just stop, and that happens a lot.
Who was managing the strategy on the battlefield?
Well, that was the emperor. He was the one who was.
So the emperor was actually on the battlefield.
Oh yeah. He was the greatest warrior, so he had to be there because they're not going to fight if he wasn't there.
Yeah.
And so he had to be there, and he was issuing orders to his subordinate chieftains, and they may or they may not listen. And if they do listen, this works well. But 9 times out of 10, in the heat of battle, this falls apart really quickly.
So this is very reminiscent of the Republican Party.
Well, yeah. Yes, very much so right now.
So it's usually the setup. So it sounds like typically it'd be the setup. However you set up is going to be very important because once it gets going, it's gonna all kind of go from there. And here's our. Oh, I mean, is that about right?
Yeah. It's you try to pick the land where you're going to fight because you can easily see what's going on. The way this is set up here, the emperor's in the back. He has a.
Yeah, this is the emperor's.
Okay, now he probably had the position of honor, the right side. That's
is the position of honor?
Yeah.
So this player screwed up. He put him on the left.
Well, it's the right to the
Stupid player.
So was it usually okay? So it's the right side to the enemy. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay. So looking from their side is like, I'm on the right. Ha ha.
Clever player.
That's what you meant. And apparently, which one would it be? Would it be this guy holding the thing?
No, this is standard bearer. It's not the emperor.
Okay, the emperor is the guy next to him.
He's the guy standing right there in the front. He's the guy right there beside the standard bearer.
With a really pissy look on his face.
Yeah, that's him.
It's like, and he's,
no shoes.
No shoe. Yeah, you're right. No shoe. No shoe
And the
emperor.
other guy's like wearing Crocs.
That's why he's rolling his eyes. Notice how his eyes are like rolling up. It's like, Oh God, the cobbler didn't give me shoes again.
God damn, the sand is hot.
This is taking me off. And that's a unit of, okay, that's the Raz Guard.
Yeah, that's the Prince's Guard.
All right. And then Bears Chosen. Who, do you know anything about the Bears Chosen? B-H-R, or Bears.
Well, Jeff, I
Bears.
think we can extrapolate that they were chosen by bears.
Oh!
These are the elite. These are elite guard. This is like, you know, he has his personal bodyguard, but these are the elite of the best soldiers, the best warriors. They're wearing white shields. I mean, they've had experience, and you know, this all shows that they've all been blooded. They've been in battle before.
Oh, and they even have smiley faces.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying that the emperor hired only the best men?
Best and the best, the brightest, and who used the best words.
And this guy is rolling his eyes at you guys' lines again. It's like, oh my God, I have to deal with this stuff.
Because the emperor's like a smart guy, you know. He's like he's got a good brain.
I don't understand this concept of a smart leader.
We've lost that here in our. We have more Spice Warriors next. Now, what are the Spice Warriors all about?
Well, these guys probably came from the spice fields, where this is what they did. You know,
they dance.
Do we have to be with their friends in order to be with them?
Do they sing all together?
If we want to be their lover.
You see this guy over here? This is one of the Raz's men. This is a prince, probably one of his sons.
Oh, all right.
This is, you know.
I'm gonna prove myself to your dad, and you'll love me. Mm-hmm. You'll really love me.
Trust fund, baby.
These guys are hirelings. These guys have all been hired from their look. They look like from the inner parts of Arabia, so they were hired men.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I was noticing.
So Ethiopia outsourced its army?
Yeah, but they hired the best.
I am finding it interesting. Yeah, in here they got the detail of the darker skinned guys is the leader and that guy, and then these guys and Stanberry, yeah, and the rest look more Arabian.
I am Ahmad. How can I fight for you today?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's interesting.
These guys probably came from somewhere around Yemen, and
right.
and at one time Ethiopia and Yemen were all the same kingdom.
Really?
Yeah, they were. It wasn't called Yemen then; it was called Saba. And
I do have
not as much panache.
I do have one question for you though. Of all these in here, which one is Scary Spice?
The guy in the white.
The guy in the white. He is Scary Spice.
The guy in the white.
He's Scary Spice. All right, so out here we got more Spice Warriors. Out until you get the Sons of Invincible Mayhem. No, Marum.
Wow. Did you really?
Well, look, it's M-A-H. If you just take out the R, it really is Invincible Mayhem.
Actually, I kind of like that. Sons
of the Invincible Mayhem.
You need to take that title and pitch it to a Hollywood producer.
Yeah.
All right, so you remember that series, Sons of Anarchy?
We have the Sons of Invincible Mayhem.
Now here's the interesting thing. You see this army, how it looked like. This is
11th
century army.
They did turn it up to 11.
This same army. They look almost exactly the same. In 1898, defeated the the Italians.
Wow.
They almost look exactly the same. They're using the same weapons, spears,
Dang.
whole thing, and they defeated the Italians.
Sounds like an indictment of the Italians.
Oh my God, yes it was.
Well,
and they couldn't live that crap down. The rest of the Europeans just lauged at them all, you know.
Well, and then the Ethiopians kind of did the same thing in the 1930s to them
they
when they
hadn't
flipped
really
over their tanks.
They really hadn't changed. I mean, you have a 11th century, basically a medieval army fighting a modern, technologically advanced army and defeating it.
Yeah, that's my favorite part, is they would actually it was tank versus stick. You usually vote on tank, right? But these guys, nope, they knew how to take the sticks, put them under the tank, and flip them over.
Well, the Italian tanks were extremely light tanks.
Yeah.
They weren't the Tiger tanks.
Just not by a long shot. There's another guy with a shaker. Light spear infantry, sons of the invincible Marin. And please don't hate me for calling that a shaker.
Okay, the Marim is another one of the kingdoms.
Oh, okay, Marim. Okay, all right. So that's where that
Now,
comes
wait a minute. The banner they're holding there.
Oh, yeah?
Is that like
It's a
dried
standard.
gourds?
No, these
Or what
these
is
are
that?
metal. Those are metal.
Well, those are metal.
Yeah.
So they're not kangaroo testicles.
I thought you kept saying shaker, so I was thinking, oh, so maybe they were actual.
No.
Oh, well, don't listen to what I have to say about it.
Not now.
I think we've all gotten the idea that Jeff
Wait.
does not know what he's talking about. You listen to Cliff. He knows what he's talking about.
I want another host.
So there's your setup there. You can actually see everything. You got the swords and the spears over here on this left, and over to the right. They were a little protected by archers and the cavalry on their right.
And they don't have any. And notice, no onagers.
Yeah, no onagers.
This is an African army.
Well, now, did the Africans have onagers? Because it gives you the choice in the game, but I think that's just a game thing, right? Did the African armies have onagers?
No.
Okay, I figured not. And then they have up ahead some of their troops, very brave underneath this hill. Now, this side had some onagers back here somewhere. Yeah, you can see them in the back, and they're protected on one side by some...
Let's get a closer look at it so you can see who they are. Okay, these are Arab troops.
Yeah, and then behind there, I think is this the command? Yeah, this is the command unit.
One thing I have to say is that the armies as they're represented, I've noted all along, every time we've done one of these, I've noted just how historically accurate they are, because not one of them has had a single dragon.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yep. You get
Not a single dragon.
not a single dragon.
But I imagine dragons. All right, so let's bring it up. It's funny, and they do have their Warhammer one, but we have not done that one as of yet. All right, so we got the Camel Warriors here, and this is Camel Lancers.
Okay, now this period is what is. There was a period of time when, during the spread of Islam, that Islamic warriors from Somalia, with the area of Somalia right outside the border of Ethiopia, were trying to, proselytize, make everybody Islamic.
Convert at a sword point.
Yeah, exactly. Prophesying with a spear, with a pointed stick.
It never worked in Ethiopia. It just never worked.
Our God is bigger than yours. Look at our sticks.
And here's an interesting point. Ethiopians are Christians.
Oh, all right. So let's see. All right, so that was the what was that? The Camel Lancers. Ahead of them, Jamal al-Ruba. Forgive me for these mispronunciations. I am a fool when it comes to these. Just accept that. Let's see. So yeah, that's them. So if you have any complaints, send it to www.jeffdon'tgivashit.
Did you just say that's them?
That's
That's
what?
them.
That's them. So yeah, that's them. So yeah, that's all the Jamal al. Did you want to say anything about them, Cliff?
No.
Alrighty.
So that's.
They got some shields in their back, so that's them, and they're chasing up some of their elite Nubian archers.
Nubian
That's
archers.
them taking on them guys.
Some guys. I am the announcer. There's a bird. Oh, that's neat. The bird is in mid-flight. He's like, I'm getting out of here.
He's gonna
So
poop on
that's why
somebody.
I wondered about the dragon.
gonna-
I saw him from a distance. I thought, finally, a dragon.
No, that bird's gonna poop on somebody.
Yep.
He's got that look. He's
He's
got
got-
that look.
This is the bird that
Well,
we're gonna have to follow.
If you go that route, technically, a dragon is doing nothing more than burping fire.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true. I think they drafted that bird out of Florida State.
Yeah.
All right, so we got. I kept thinking there were zebras in this because of the way that they have their straps around them there. Anyways, desert mounted javelins there. Just stop me when you want to talk about some of these guys. Light skirmishers, heavy spear infantry up there in the front, or not the front. Actually, in the front. Who are these guys in the front? They have what, bow? Yeah, it looks like
Nubians.
Yeah, elite
Nubian mercenaries. Nubians have been mercenaries since the Carthaginian age. This is basically what they've been doing forever.
And this looks like a guy in like a father and his son. He's like, "Come on, son, we're gonna go to this battle." "Okay, Dad, are we gonna kick their butts?" "Yeah, we're gonna kill them, son." All right. So you got elite Nubian.
Whatever you do, don't tell your mom what we did.
I never do, Dad. Elite Nubian archers. Then behind them we got Desert Levy.
She thinks we're out picking flowers.
Medium spear infantry.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are. This is during the period of the Islamic expansion.
All right.
And this is not. This in reality, this does not go well for the.
Oh, really?
For who?
For the Arabic expansionists. It does not go well for them.
Then back here we have Athar's Chosen. So apparently Athar chose these guys for their muddy faces. Looks like.
these are like berserkers. These guys, they notice how they're not wearing chest armor, so they can use both hands and their swords, and these guys are not going to run. They won't back down.
All right. Well, let's see. Actually, first of all, there's their setup. What do you think?
Reminds me of the Unitarians.
Actually, I want to go ahead and go from above view here. Look at this thing.
You want to see a brawl? Go to a Unitarian potluck.
Okay.
What it looks like they're going to try to do is there's this thin line right here.
This one?
Yeah.
All
they're
right.
going to try to come and muscle their way right through that.
Oh, these guys will go right through there. All right.
This. But what the Ethiopians are planning on is that they weighed the real weight of their attack on that
on
end.
this side, come around like that. All right. I'm sort of thinking that as well, that it'll probably be something where it's like they're going to maybe pull them in here, and they're planning, because you have all their cavalry over here, so probably pull them in with that whole as a bait. And remember, there's a big hill here, so maybe bring that cavalry up here behind that hill, and then come on their flank. What do you? That was really. I really apologize for that one.
I just had a flashback to sex ed.
When they go on their flank, that's what she said. All right. So Troy, what is your dirty-minded prediction here?
Pull out?
that they will.
The rhythm method.
The Europeans will probably pull out. But actually, let's get on this other side because we're up on the high ground here, so we can watch.
They got the high ground.
No, I don't think we're anywhere near the high ground, Jeff.
I think
who are these guys?
We're taking the low road.
Okay, they're making their
Spice
moves.
Warriors.
Okay.
Yeah, the cavalry's moving up. The Spice Warriors are the ones there. Was that were you wanting to do that?
$5 on the Spice Warriors.
And these guys, they're going to pick off these guys on the end here.
All right.
And the onagers have to shoot up the hill to
Right.
actually do anything.
We're not going to have good range. Uh-oh.
Now you can see that
Come
they're
on,
starting
Spiceys.
to engage.
And
Now the
they're-
Come on, Spicer.
And they're making a mistake. They're going for the left flank. See, this is
who's
a trick.
making the mistake? The Ethiopians or the other one?
The Himyar.
Himyar.
This has always been a trap. If you go here, they're going to attack there. If you go here, they're pushed in line forward.
Right.
This is and the weight of that line coming down is going to push them back. This has always been a trap.
So basically wherever they go, if they go here, they're going to get hit on the flank from there. If they go there, they're going to get hit around here. So in a
And
way,
their line extends way beyond their line. So they got heavy spearmen on the end, so they can come and right over there on their flank is horsemen and archers, not strong enough to stop those spearmen.
right.
Okay, so just to summarize for our listeners on YouTube, what you're telling us, Admiral Akbar,
It's a trap.
is a trap.
It's a trap! All right, let's see what happens. I mean, the archers have engaged here, and you have some cavalry here, but they haven't sent all their cavalry. Oh, now their cavalry's coming, but a little bit later.
Most of the cavalry is heading down for
Oh,
those
they're
onagers.
already in trouble.
They're
Oh, yes.
They're
Oh,
not-
is he
they're
gonna
not
get to him?
attacking.
Ah,
They're
run
not-
away.
Okay, that one group is One
Yeah,
group
No,
is
no,
still
they gotta
going.
keep going. Turn.
Oh, and now they're going after the
They're
onagers.
going after the onagers.
Okay, so they've slipped around behind, and they're going. Although the archers now have been driven back, and these
And they're going to fall for it and
archers
start
gonna-
following them,
Triangle
which is a
offense.
mistake. They shouldn't chase them.
oh, it shouldn't. Although these archers got stopped, they got slowed down, and they're getting
No,
stuck out there
no.
in the open. So they're now getting hit by archers out there in the open.
And
This is
they're
a
firing
bad
back.
I
place.
reject this reality.
See, actually, though, this is a good example of what you were talking about. Now, this is not necessarily in the game, but this is the type of thing that you, as you're saying, would probably happen. Your commander tells you the overall plan is to go back there and get those onagers,
And then,
but then the commander
something,
here,
something else happens.
Yep.
And he has.
Squirrel.
yeah,
Exactly.
he saw the squirrel and got distracted and stopped, and now he's getting shot
Sort
off.
of pursuing his target.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the most frustrating things as a commander to see that happening, seeing your grand strategy go. Now their heavy cavalry's coming in to take, or their medium or whatever. It's very heavy melee cavalry. Okay, so yeah, they were heavy. Coming
They're
in.
going to eat this cavalry, and they're going to destroy them.
Oh, they're the ones that with the armor, the spiked armor there,
Yeah.
Troy. Although they don't actually have spikes, but we're gonna say they do. Oh, now they're going after the honors. Now they stopped, but they're like,
Power.
"Let's go get it! Let's go get them!"
They were too close to the
Oh.
archers.
Wubba dubba dub.
They were. They took a lot of damage, but they are taking out some of those onagers now. So now the honors are going to take some damage. Meanwhile, let's go out here.
And now,
Looks like the lines are getting close to each other, but they're just sort of facing off.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I don't like the way this
these
is
guys,
lining up.
the guys have got up the hill. They let them get on top of that hill.
Yep,
That's a
Yep.
mistake.
Yep.
and now they're going
Oh, this is bad news.
in.
Oh
Ooh.
my God.
Whoever the commander, whoever was
Morty.
running this, the yellow side,
Morty.
let them get to the top of the hill.
Yep, that was.
Oh, Morty.
The
Oh,
only
what?
way you can do that when they get to
Oh,
the top
we're
of the
gonna
hill
have to go through
is
it.
you have to let them come down the hill and then come behind them.
Yep.
You can't just face them.
Instead, they competed for it. I don't know, Rick. I don't know if this is such a good idea.
Okay, now
like
they're turning the flank.
They are turning the flank.
They're turning the flank, and if the guys heavy cavalry somewhere behind that group over there, they still got a chance of winning.
And I see the shaker in there. Yeah, that seems to be the advantage of having that longer line. You're going to be able to envelop. Although now they're going to bring in some camels, but you're bringing in behind your own infantry.
Yeah, that's always a mistake.
Yep, that's not really going to do much stuff because you're going to hit some of your own guys. That's
Okay,
a lot of arrows going.
Oh,
in
you
there.
got the white shields, and they still got the advantage. There's only two groups here. If
Right.
they get those groups, if they break those two groups right there, this group over here is going to fall.
Yeah,
This
and
really reminds me, in the way this is playing out, like the NFC title game that was played back in 2005 between the 2003 Green Bay Packers and the 2007 Giants.
oh no, unfortunately I can't go there with you. I have no idea what happened, but I'll believe you. All right, so it looks like actually the onagers seem to be out of ammo because
Yeah.
their crews are just walking up, or the onagers were
No,
destroyed
they
by
were
the
destroyed by
cavalry.
the
All right.
cavalry. They ran away, and now
Armored
the
camel
cavalry
units?
going after those archers.
Yeah.
That's- if they were,
Go, 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 go! Oh, are they going to
Oh,
get
look at
intercepted?
oh, they're going to hit them. Interception! Oh, and they push them away.
Yep.
Oh, no!
Oh.
Still not stopping. You know.
Yeah, getting in behind them, but they haven't.
Oh, come on, you got to peel some guys away
they
and go after those archers.
They're breaking the one.
Oh,
They've
sorry.
broken one of the lines. One of the groups here. That one's already broken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he's breaking through and going after. Now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units
Oh,
against the
destroying all
one.
the camels too.
And the white
Bring
shields.
someone around on the flank
the,
now.
the white shields are still cohesive. If they can break these guys and they look like they're
They're
going to
about
fall.
to, yeah, they're about to fall. Then they can come in behind them, and the
yeah,
red will be
and
trapped.
these guys are moving off the line, which is
Yep.
a bad
It's a
thing.
bad thing. They're moving back.
They're moving off the
You know
line.
what you call that? A
Oh.
pincher move.
Yeah.
A pincher man. Here comes some more of the cavalry to get the guys
They
who are getting
can't-
off of the line. Oopsie, sorry.
Not to be
Punish them.
confused with a pincher move, which was popularized by the Trump administration.
They always like it when you're a celebrity.
Yeah. You can get away with anything.
You can get away with anything when you're
And they've broken them.
Oh, and they have broken. And here comes all those arrows coming around.
It's not going to stop them. It's too late.
Yep. I just felt them because the arrows came right into the camera, and so that's why I had to pull away. Ouch! 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 Ouch!
Yep, they're losing cohesion.
Oh yeah. Although they are sort of standing on, they're celebrating their victory. Yay! We won.
Okay. This is not good for the guys in red.
Nope.
They are in trouble.
The
They
Huskers are in trouble. Oh, here comes a little small group is going like, no. Oh, that's the berserkers.
Yeah.
Hey!
Those are
Banzai! It's a
berserkers.
runaway.
Yeah, there's only a handful of them. They can't do any damage.
But they're
trying
good.
to
They're gonna go for it anyway.
No, they're trying to find a
Synchronized
spot where they can get into, but now they're being surrounded,
Yeah.
and so they're going to be cordoned off and killed.
And here's the commander coming in to fight. He's just like, well,
He's trying
screw
to
this.
he's trying to bring up their morale.
All right, he's gonna bring them in, bring up that zebra to make everybody happy. Zebras always make people happy. Oh, and you can see in the round behind the Ethiopians tried to get them from behind, but at a certain point, well, they still have some units there.
They still have them out there. They got 2 units there, but it's the archers. The camels are very slow. They're very determined, but they're not very fast.
Yeah.
Their top speed
They're not
is
heavy.
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now they're chasing away the archers. Well, meanwhile, you can see this big unit it's just a mob now, and they're just chasing in behind.
Now they come in behind this group here. If
Yeah.
they get them,
Just a beat.
see the archers are not important. It's these guys right up here, the heavy lancers,
Yep.
the
if they
heavy
can-
spearmen. Once they break their back, the rest is just mopping up.
And those guys over there, I think they just see the writing on the wall. They're like, we're
they're
going
running
home.
for their lives. If they're smart, they're running for their lives.
Yep, and they're going to chase them off while now you got these guys surrounded. Yeah, and that's just kind of what the way you said, Cliff. It's just basically bring them in, and
It was a trap the whole time. It's a General Akbar rule.
although I guess that'd be more like the Emperor's maneuver. The Akbar just simply recognized it.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, this was a pretty good battle by the Ethiopian army, but it's still not Roman.
No.
Because, when you're Roman,
Yeah.
they let you do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can go in and grab a country by its capital.
I always grab them by the capital. They love it. They love it when you're a Roman. They let you do whatever you want.
They let you do whatever you want.
All right, so now they got those
When I see a
archers.
country I like, I just lean in.
Right.
You move them on them like they're a bitch.
I move on them like that.
And there we go. It's another Pereg victory. All right, well, that'll do it for us here. That was an Ethiopian victory. We hope you all enjoyed it, and be sure to subscribe and watch more for our craziness. Happy gaming, everybody.
We hate you.